Hi guys, in this lecture we are going to learn how to style our web pages. So in that process we are going to use Bootstrap. Alright, so we are going to introduce CSS here. What is CSS? CSS is defined as cascading style sheets, which means styling our web pages using that language. Alright, in that process we can also use Bootstrap. So let's get introduced with that. So to use Bootstrap, we need to install it. So we do have a special package provided by Flask to actually use it. It's called Flask Bootstrap. So let's go ahead and install it. So before that, go to the terminal and come out of it, close the server. Now what are we going to do here is pip install flask-bootstrap. After you follow the command, it's going to install all the dependencies required for it. Yeah, it's collecting, downloading. Yeah, requirement satisfied, everything's happening. Yeah, I think it's almost finished. Yeah, now the installation is finished. So what we can do here is we can actually import it from flask_bootstrap import bootstrap. Yeah, alright, so after you import this, what we're going to do here is we're going to actually instantiate the bootstrap. I'll come back here, bootstrap, and inside the parenthesis you pass the app. That's it. So in this way we have actually instantiated the bootstrap. Alright, so let's go ahead and check whether how this works. Alright, so I'm going to create a new route. So this will be CSS. Now give it a definition, CSS, and this will return render_template, and this will be css.html. So now come back here, create a new file, css.html, and after coming here, what we're going to do here is the bootstrap that we have actually imported has some extra abilities, like it provides its own base.html file, so we can actually use it. So I'm coming here, so write extends bootstrap / base.html. alright, this is going to provide a new base.html for us. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to use blocks. Alright, now if you come back here, you can see actually blocks provided by the Flask Bootstrap module. So there are different blocks that we can actually use. Alright, so what I'm going to use here is I'm going to use content, because this is the one that's inside the bodies. Alright, I can either use body as well. For now I'm going to use body. So come back to the apps, come back here and say block body, and below this end the block, and now you can actually write whatever you want here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put h1 css. Now save this thing. Yeah, now go ahead and run your application. Yeah, it is running. Come back here, refresh it, and now go to CSS. You see it shows CSS in a different text format. Alright, this is because we have implemented it using Bootstrap. Alright, so what else we can do? We can actually add some buttons to it. So let's go ahead and remove this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add button, type equal to button, and I'm going to put the name as button as well. So save this thing. So this is not going to refresh as if we have done previously, because Bootstrap doesn't get refreshed even though we say debug equal to true in a replication. Alright, we have kept debug equal to true, but Bootstrap is working with another module, so we need to stop the server and then again we start it, so that we have all our changes inside our project. So come back here, and now if you refresh it, you can actually see the button here. Alright, but this is not so good looking. Why? Because we haven't made it any styling, we just kept the button. Alright, so we can actually use Bootstrap to style this button. So if you go into w3schools.com Bootstrap, we have so many classes that are here that we can use. So I'm going to buttons, and you see there are some default ones, right? These we can actually use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use a primary one. So what did it say? It says .btn says primary. Here is the one. So I'm going to copy this text, come back to my project, go to cs.html. What I'm going to say is I'm going to paste this thing, now save it, come back here, stop the server, refresh it. Yes, now come back here, go back to your website and refresh this thing. Now you can see the button has been styled. Alright, in this way we can actually style our website. This is a major advantage because we don't have to actually go through all the critical stuff while designing it, because Bootstrap has laid out very easier format. Alright, we just have to import the Bootstrap and we can use the classes whatever we want. Alright, this is much easier than we can actually writing our code. Alright, so what else we got? Alright, so we have actually used it, but our index.html and our about.html actually use the base.html from here. Alright, so what are we going to do here is we are going to actually import the base bootstrap/base.html to here, and then we are going to use this base.html for our purpose. So I'm going here, I'm actually copying this line, come back here, instead of all this I'm going to paste it. Yeah, now what I'm going to do is I can actually go back here. See, we do have multiple blocks here, so I can use title to actually change it. So come back here, I'm going to block title and then end block. So I'm going to say this one as my project. Now save this thing, come back here, stop the server and run it again. Now if you go here and if you actually, yeah, now you can see the my project above here. Alright, this way we can use it. Now let's change something else. So we need a way to actually design the body part. So this has content here, so we can actually put everything that we need here. Alright, so come back here. So below this I'm going to say block content, and here let's say and block. Alright, so but our index.html and everything is written in bodies. So here I'm going to give another block which will use those body blocks to actually get the data here. Now save this, and here every index dot and what else, the about.html will get the data from. So now close this, run it again. Yeah, now go back here and now refresh it. Alright, we did not see any changes here. So wait, let's see the page source. So it says this is index page, that's it. So I think we missed some change here, so let's go back and do it. So now let's make some change here and see whether it's applied on the main page or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some Jumbotron. Alright, you don't have to know it, but just see whether it changes or not. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Now save this thing, stop the server, run it again, it will restart. Yeah, so now if you refresh it, yeah, we can actually see this. So this is how you can actually use Bootstrap. I know we have went a little quicker, but you can actually learn about this if you actually go to the w3schools.com and just do some practice things. Alright, you don't have to worry about entire design stuff, because in this course we are actually more focused on the backend aspect. Alright, that is the main goal, that we want to learn skills on the backend side. So this is a little demonstration of how we are going to style our web pages. So with that in mind, let's get ahead.